And the Atlanta Hawks, a shot from earlier on, arriving for a battle on the road and looking confident all the way in. The sun shining brightly on downtown Philadelphia. That's the setting for our broadcast today. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. Our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Playoff seeding so important here as we take a look out east. You take a look at the 76ers. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, Atlanta. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
They've been one of the great stories in the league this year. No doubt about it. Fans all over the league have gotten behind these guys.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovic, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. Have some time away from it. Steve, how strange and wild were the NBA playoffs in the bubble?
You know, Kevin, having players see each other in hallways while going to battle later that night was definitely different. Spending that much time together. We'll eventually look back and view it as one of the most interesting times in the NBA history. Just another shot in his arsenal. Tobias with the mid-range jumper.
Young pass to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the basket by Atlanta. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Collins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Just 5 to shoot. And they double up Simmons over Young. Unable to get that one. So Atlanta will take it the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Majority of the night, they were in attack mode. Tremendous effort all the way around.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
That's good from Simmons.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Now, here is Young. He had 16 points in the win against Dallas.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
Now Harris after the missed 3 from Trae Young. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Capella trying to free himself up. And there's Hunter on the assist from Young.
Even though he's an elite scoring talent, Young finds ways to involve his teammates.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
And he knocks down the first one. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Portis, he's checked in for Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Axie's checked in for Shake Milton. And George Hill's subbed in for Tobias Harris. And so he's able to get one of two.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with this offense.
Goes up at the stripe. Williams' shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And Simmons slams it in.
What breathtaking quickness by Simmons. So good at blowing by whoever is brave enough to try to take him on.
44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Snell from outside. It's rebounded by Portis.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Count it. Simmons got 8 points.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now, here's Reddish. Gallinari dishes to Williams. And that one is good.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
The 76ers leading by 4. Axie passes to Portis. Right side, Simmons. Over Reddish. No good from the low block. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin of the underdog label.
You know, I think the underdog story, started when I was a kid. I've always been a guy that's always been picked second. Even though I had, high accolades in high school, I had to work for those really, really hard to get those. I feel like nobody really ever believes in, none of the things I do. Even if I have a good season, to me it was a good season, but somebody else it wasn't as good as they wanted it to be.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Portis is out there with Simmons. Then there's Hill. Then there's Maxey. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And And he makes the first.
George Hill, you know, he's one of the more versatile guards we have in the game. He can defend ones or twos, one of those players who can fit in on any team in the league.
Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Both free throws good from Hill. The Hawks trail by 3. Williams with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Lays it up off the glass.
You know, bursting off the screen, Williams makes a quick decision, takes it himself.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And in that one, I thought the guys were out of sync offensively. And on the defensive end, a failure to communicate.
This was a brutal loss. You can point fingers in a number of directions, but the bottom line is they just didn't have it tonight.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position. And out of New Mexico, Tony Snell has made himself into a capable long-range marksman.
Yes, he's a guy who plays within himself, GA, stays in his lane and knocks down perimeter shots. Hill, a solid shooter from mid-range. Sometimes that's a shot you have to take.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. The 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And Young kicks to Bogdanovic. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Hunter. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Hunter's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Bucket is good.
Nice dive to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Capella, high post. And the dunk by Capella.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Here's Harris after the basket by Atlanta. Over Collins. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
The evolution of Harris as a shot maker, known as a gym rat who works hard on his game.
Young finds Capella. Milton grabs the board.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter, over 60% shooting. Bogdanovic dishes to Hunter. Young from outside. That one no good. Now here's Milton. And Harris puts it in.
Well-conceived play. The pass is right on time. Tobias catches in rhythm. Difficult set to defend.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Doc, what do you think you'll see from them in the second half?
Well, they're moving the ball. They're just playing to the hot hand, and we got to expect that. So let's not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Always the coach's mantra. Thanks, Doc. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Man, their fans know how to give their team a lift, that's for sure. The atmosphere in this building has been amazing, but the fans still have some work to do. They've got to keep the noise up, keep the energy up, and carry their guys to the win.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks?
I'll focus on the defense, which hasn't been tremendous. They've allowed over 50% shooting, never a good thing. They need to get more aggressive inside and on the perimeter.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdanovic out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5.
Keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. Embiid, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
The Hawks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Portis is checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Gallinari comes in for Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young.
One shot.
Free throw good, Bogdanovic. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Portis. And the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 2.
That was physical D, but Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
Okongwu kicks to Gallinari. And Gallinari throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Simmons. That's tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Bogdanovic. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And back to his efficiency from three, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail.
Crafty drive by Lou. That's a veteran play, drawing the foul.
The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Shooting 2.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
A player like Lou Williams is so valuable. He's an exceptional producer your team can rally around.
Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Hill comes in for Joel Embiid, and a change for the Hawks. Capella's checked in. That one is no good.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
To the inside. Portis, the pass to Simmons. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta. 76ers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. The first one falls. And Simmons drops them both. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Williams. He has 5. Gallinari outside. Rebound by the 76ers.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Hill finds Portis. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The 10-footer. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
And it's Gallinari missing. Philadelphia leading by 3. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Simmons got 14.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days. The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
Here's Simmons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 16 points for him.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Ben Simmons. Portis is out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Green, and it's Milton in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Williams. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Here's Harris. Portis trying to free himself. And the shot is long. The Hawks trail by 5. Here's Williams. And Williams throws it down.
Not many guys change end to end faster than Lou. Hard to match up with in the open floor.
Here's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Now here's Williams. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
Man, when Sweet Lou gets on a roll, it's a beautiful thing to watch. He is lighting them up tonight.
Here's Harris. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Young dishes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Simmons. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
A hard worker who really ferociously strives to improve. Simmons tonight has been unstoppable at the offensive end.
Good on the bucket. Williams has got 10 points in just the second half.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair. When you need an important bucket, you try to get the ball into the hands of someone you can count on. Tobias is that type of scorer.
Now here's Williams. Tries it from 19. Simmons pulls it in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Green finds Simmons. And the layup falls. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
Embiid, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Now, here is Young. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Embiid. Outside, Simmons. And he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him
to the wing right side. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Young against Simmons. Young, no good. And they go to the intentional foul. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 4.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Ben Simmons. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Count it!
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
Now the 76ers with it. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Kicks it out to Collins. Offline. So the 76ers win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.